All right, we're going to make our Valentine warm and cool color hearts. Here's how we're going to do it. First, you're going to take your paper, put it on your messy mat, and fold it. We're going to fold it horizontal, like this, like a book. Okay? And then you're going to take your pen or pencil, and you're going to draw half of a heart. Just like that. Okay, only half. This is the side that we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the side that we drew on. You are going to have a tray, you and your shoulder partner. You're going to have 3 warm colors and 3 cool colors. You're going to have 3 warm paintbrushes and 3 cool paintbrushes. You're going to dip your paintbrush in one color. Let me move this over so you can see what I'm doing. Dip it in one color. And dot inside your heart, making sure that the dots do not touch. I would do like 6 or 7 dots and then fold it and rub. Okay, you're going to open it back up. While you're using one color, your shoulder partner can be using another color. Dip it in and you're going to dot 5, 6, 7, making sure our dots don't touch. If they touch, it's okay. Fold it over and rub. Do you see what's happening? We're getting a transfer on the other side. We're only focusing on one side. But since we're folding it and rubbing, it's going to the other side as well. As you can see, I'm doing the perimeter of my heart because I think it would be easier for me to see the heart once it's dry. But you don't have to do it that way. You can do it your own way. Making sure our dots don't touch. If they touch a little, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal if you have the same color on your paintbrush, but when I get a new color, now I don't want this new color to be right on top of the yellow, right? Because then we'll get yellow on the pink, and my partner is probably not going to want yellow paint on the pink paint brush. Again, I'm doing 6 or 7 dots, and then I'm folding it over. This, you really have to focus. If you go too fast, you're going to dip your paintbrush in the wrong color. So really make sure that your paintbrush is going into the correct color. And I'm not jamming my paintbrush down too hard. I'm doing it really gentle, being respectful and responsible with our art supplies. So we're going to keep on doing this until our heart is covered. Don't do what Miss Cunningham did. Always put your paintbrush down because it's too hard to fold over your paper when you have a paintbrush in your hand, as you could just see. Okay, now that I have my heart finished, we're going to go to the outside. The outside of our heart is going to be cool colors. Okay, so I'm going to take my cool color brushes and do the outside. Again, 6 or 7. We should not be holding this scooping paint. Okay, we should just be dipping and dotting and putting my paintbrush down. Don't redo what you just did, Miss Cunningham. And rubbing and opening. If some paint comes out on the edge and gets on your hand, it's okay. We can wash. And I have 3 paint colors here, but I think I'm only going to use 2 on my background. So it's up to you. Cool colors on the outside, warm colors on the inside. Making sure that our dots don't touch. As you can see, some of mine are touching. I'm just doing my best. And once you have all of your dots on your heart, you can bring your messy mat to the drying rack. All right, now it's time to add those oil pastel lines. We have a black outline, we have some white shine, and then we have just some different lines in the background. So with that, we are going to use our oil pastel, and you're going to trace around your heart. Now this might happen. See that? The pink is a little bit sticking out. Nobody's going to notice. Look, I'm not even doing it on my first line. Nobody's going to notice. Nobody's going to know. See here? That? It's okay. I'm coloring it to make the black line a little bit wider. You can do that if you want, or you can make it a thin line by just drawing like this. It's up to you. But I like a little bit wider, so there we go. And we're going to go on this side. Now the oil pastel doesn't erase, so if you're working with oil pastel, you really need to focus and put the oil pastel where you want it, because we can't take it off once it's there. If you want to make your middle line come down a little bit, that's kind of cute. Gives it like a little dimension. Another thing you can do is take your finger and kind of rub in towards the heart. And it'll give it a little shadow. I wouldn't do this all the way around the heart. I would just do it part way. Kind of rub the oil pastel in towards the middle, away from the outside. It gives it like a little shadow. Again, I wouldn't do it all the way around, just part way. All right, now the shine. You can put the shine up here. You can put the shine down here. And you can do a small line, a thin line like that, or a bigger line like that. It's up to you. Okay, and now let's talk about these lines out here. I just took my oil pastel and I did little lines inside there. You can even do lines on the white. It's up to you. You can use any color you want. You can do X's out here. You're not going to want to do too much out here because you don't want to take away from your actual heart. But remember, warm colors on the inside, cool colors on the outside. So should we be using warm colors on the outside? No, we're only going to be using cool colors. Notice I didn't put any oil pastels inside here. If you want to, you can, but I wouldn't. But it's up to you. All right, and I'm going to add a little bit of lines out here with the green. You can now go ahead and cover these up if you want to, if you didn't like that it was, the pink was showing, now it's gone. So it's up to you guys. All right, so the black lines, smear it if you want. The white highlights, and then cool colors around the edges.